Today's reading is Valkyrie, an entry from the Monsko Encyclopedia book series. Warriors of heaven that serve the gods, Valkyries, are mid-ranked angels that are both valorous and noble of spirit. They swear loyalty to the gods who are their masters and obeying the voice of the gods that echoes directly in their mind. They occupy humans destined to become heroes and champions. It is their duty to urge these individuals to awaken as heroes and build up their power. Those who have been encountered by them go on to become great heroes, widely known to the world, and it is purported that after death, their souls are led before the gods. They are not monsters to begin with, but individuals corrupted by demonic energy are treated as monsters. Even in that case, they don't completely become monsters right away because of the divine protection they innately possess. Many individuals don't even realize that they're in the process of being demonically corrupted, remaining loyal to the gods and noble of spirit. Unwaveringly, they will seek to fulfill the duties given to them by the gods. However, once this power is bound with demonic energy, if they raise a man as a hero, it not only builds up his abilities, but also heightens his sexual desires. Just as it is said, great men have great fondness for sensual pleasures, and as men become imposing heroes, so too does their desires swell and overflow, eventually being directed at the Valkyrie. Being virtuous battle maidens, they are originally extremely abstemious with regards to sex and pleasure, but then the strangest thing happens. The voice of gods, echoing in their mind, commands them to receive it. The voice of these gods, which once strictly gave them divine commandments, starts giving them orders like, do lewd acts to give the man pleasure, and sometimes act sweetly like a lover. Even though they are conflicted and bewildered by these orders, they are unable to disobey the voice of God. Led by the voice, believing its divine commandment, and it's for the sake of making him into a great hero, they'll end up having sex with the man and receiving pleasure and desire with their own body. Also, along with the Valkyrie, heroes raised by demonically corrupted power become more honest about their own desires. Regardless of their position as servant of God, loyalty to God and the church, and the presumption that God is just and monsters are evil, they start to act according to their own personal sense of justice and noble spirit. They end up becoming heroes that aid the weak, whether human or monster, and crushing evil where they find it. While spending time having sex with a man in this manner, their true nature as a battle maiden affects the man's heroic condition. The monster's instinct causes them to become attracted to the sight of the man who seeks them out as a woman and directs his desire towards them. Eventually, they no longer think anything of the god's voice commanding them to do monster-like deeds and the fact that they're having sex with a man. Along with this, the frequency with which they hear the god's voice also declines, but in turn they start to voluntarily have sex with the man and enjoy the pleasure and spirit energy. By the time do the divine commandments is replaced by for his sake, as a Valkyrie they have already been completely corrupted or become a monster. Furthermore, in truth, their communication with God gods was cut off from the moment they became demonically corrupted. What they thought was the voice of gods was actually the voice of their own desires. All along, the moment they turned into a monster, they became unable to hear this voice, but if they realized it before then they fall into becoming a black battle maiden or a dark Valkyrie.